You know, people talk about Trump's support as almost cult-like. Do you feel that at all?
No, I think it's just like a family. When you grow up learning things a certain way, your whole family sees those same ideas, right versus wrong again. And just because a group of people support somebody that they believe is doing what is right doesn't make us a cult. We're just voicing our own opinion. And people need to get out, they need to read, they need to look, they need to watch what's going on before they do anything.
Is there anything Trump could do to lose your support?
No.
See, that's where people start saying, maybe this is a cult of some kind, because there's nothing that this man can do no wrong, even though he's got 91 indictments, that people just overlook all of it.
It's not that he can do no wrong. I believe with his age and his life and what he has shown throughout his life, yes, he's done things wrong, as in a sense of he went bankrupt, he lost everything, and he built his empire back up. But nobody should be criminalized and penalized and thrown in jail for things like that. When
he wasn't. No, but he wasn't.
Right, but now it's like a witch hunt. That is what this is. And the Democratic Party, they've lost their minds.
It's not a cult at all. Just a really big family of like-minded people that believe the same things that the leader, who's flawed but not actually flawed, tells them to believe. Michael Shore gave her another chance to distance herself from the mission that there's nothing Trump can do to lose her support.
Is there anything that he could do to lose your support that you can imagine?
Besides murder, any of the 10 commandments being broken? No.
You think he's kept all 10?
I do.
I was just wondering.
You know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Is there anything that Trump could do to lose your support?
Not a thing.
Is there anything he could do to lose your support?
I really don't think so. Yeah, there's really not much he could do. He's earned my support for the past few years. He's earned my family's support. He's earned my friends' support. He's just the guy.
Is there anything that Donald Trump could do now to lose your support for president?
Absolutely not.
He blatantly said it during his first run at the White House, and MAGA has proven him right. In fact, the more corrupt and immoral actions he takes, the more many are convinced that he's some kind of righteous figure that's hunting down the real criminals in Washington.
Is there anything he could do to lose your support?
Yeah, step away from going after D.C.
When you say going after D.C., what does that mean?
The corruption, all the criminal politicians, the corrupt government agencies and stuff like that. You know, we're heading into a one-party socialist government, and nope, that's not what America's about.
Where do you see indications of that one-party socialist government?
Just the government, the corrupt government agencies, everything that's going with, just him being politically targeted when other criminals in D.C. are getting a pass. They're not getting any, there's no, accountability for, seems all it's one side.
The sex trafficking probe involving Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz of Florida appears to be wrapping up. The Washington Post reports that the career prosecutors recommend no charges over what was investigated, whether he had involvement with an ex-girlfriend who was 17 at the time and other individuals, including some who have been charged.
There was one supporter that drew a very clear line that Trump better not cross or he will lose his vote.
Is there anything he could do to lose your support?
If he were to go harder on Gaza, and if he were to, my parents came from the country of Yemen. They immigrated from Yemen. So if he was to do heavy bombing, or because he slowed down the bombing, Obama and Biden bombed Yemen very heavily, but because Obama said mashallah, he said an Arabic word, people supported him and thought he was with us. He really wasn't. He was bombing, he drone bombed Yemen more than any other president. So if he were to take crazy actions towards Yemen or Gaza, especially Gaza, because they really have no support and they don't even have an army, they're just running around getting killed, you know? So that'd make me not vote for him.
Someone better tell him. It's time to ditch that red MAGA hat and find a third-party candidate to support.
As you know, this president of the United States, when it comes to Israel, is getting protested. Now he seems to be turning on Israel. But the non-committed vote that Biden's getting, they're not going to like you either, because you are firmly in Israel's camp, correct? Are you on board with the way the IDF is taking the fight in Gaza?
You've got to finish the problem. You had a horrible invasion. It took place. It would have never happened if I was president, by the way. As you know, Iran was broke, Brian. They were broke. They had no money for Hamas, for Hezbollah. They were broke. This would have never happened. And for another reason, they wouldn't have done it to me. I guarantee you that.